The wiser you become, the quieter you grow, not from fear, but from peace. Because after all the noise, you learn silence speaks more truth than words. There's a moment when proving yourself stops and understanding begins. Maybe you're not being quiet to hide. Maybe you're healing. So if the world doesn't hear you tonight, let peace be the one that does. You live in a world that rewards noise, not understanding, echoes, not truth. Every screen, every voice pulling you to speak louder just to exist. But haven't you noticed? The loudest people often hide the deepest doubts. You keep explaining, defending, proving, until your soul feels tired. And somewhere in that exhaustion, you begin to crave the sound of calm. Silence isn't emptiness. It's the space where your thoughts come home. It's the breath between chaos and clarity, the pause that saves you. Carl Jung once said, "What we repress rules us." So listen inward. You're not weak for stepping back. You're wise enough to return inside. Because stillness is strength in motion, invisible but undeniable. You're not disappearing. You're becoming slower, quieter, truer. And in that quiet, you start to meet the person you were meant to be. Maybe wisdom was never about speaking more, but feeling enough. You thought silence meant surrender, that quiet people had given up. But what if silence is what happens when peace finally grows strong? You've spent years trying to be understood and still felt unseen. So one day, you stop chasing the echo and start hearing your truth. It's strange, isn't it? How calm feels louder when you've known chaos. You learn the world doesn't change by shouting, but by staying steady. You stop defending the good in you and start living it quietly. The mind that once fought to be right now seeks to be free. Even your regrets begin to soften. They no longer hold you hostage. Because understanding them is not losing. It's how you rise wiser. Carl Jung called it integration, the art of meeting your own shadow. When you look at what once scared you, it no longer controls you. That's why silence isn't weakness. It's mastery without noise. Peace doesn't announce itself. It just replaces what no longer fits. And in that moment you realize growth doesn't need witnesses. You don't have to prove transformation. You can simply be it. The quietest souls often carry the loudest truths. And maybe that's where real strength begins. The ocean isn't calm because it has no storms. It's calm because it listens. Waves rise and crash, yet the deep water beneath never loses its peace. That's what wisdom feels like, holding chaos without becoming it. You start realizing healing isn't silence, it's softer conversation. between the part of you that was hurt and the part that still hopes. Even pain has something gentle to say if you dare to stay still. You no longer run from memories. You walk beside them quietly. You learn that peace is not the absence of sound, but of struggle. Like the tide, you begin to return, not broken, but reshaped. Every regret you thought ruined you now teaches you grace. And the heart that once shouted for closure now whispers thank you. You stop searching for light and start realizing you are the light. Because growth doesn't shout. It unfolds like dawn after rain. Carl Jung wrote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will rule you." So you bring your shadows into the sun, and they stop being monsters. You forgive yourself for the noise you once made just to be loved. And in that forgiveness, a silence blooms, warm, living, whole. The kind that doesn't need to be heard to be understood. So now, when the urge to explain returns, you breathe instead of speak. You let the quiet answer questions that words could never hold. You listen, not to reply, but to understand what your soul needs. Because peace isn't found in fixing, it's found in allowing. You begin to choose silence, not as escape, but as alignment. You no longer fear stillness. You wear it like calm armor. And when noise knocks again, you simply smile and stay centered. This is how the wise grow, gently, without the need for applause. You become fluent in patience, steady in self-respect, clear in heart. You stop chasing approval and start walking your own quiet pace. Even your breath feels different, slower, honest, forgiving. Carl Jung called it individuation, the becoming of your truest self. And that self doesn't shout. It simply shines. Breathe. You've come far. Every silence you kept has shaped you softly. You've learned that calm doesn't mean empty. It means finally whole. Even the sun sets. Not to end, but to rise wiser through the dark. All the noise you left behind became space for peace to live. You no longer explain your worth. Your stillness speaks it clearly. The world may not notice your quiet strength, but your soul does. Because truth doesn't need an audience. It only needs your honesty. You didn't lose your voice. You found its deeper tone. And maybe silence was never your weakness. It was your wisdom maturing. Now, let the quiet say what words no longer can. If these words found you, stay in this quiet a little longer tonight. Share it with someone who still explains too much to be understood. Let them know. Peace isn't loud, it's simply certain. Breathe once more. You're not behind, you're just becoming. Storylight, where silence speaks the loudest truth.